In the first slide, we have nakshatras and their lords. Ketu rules over Ashwini, Makha, Mula, and the number of years is 7. Venus rules over Bharani, Pubbha, Purvashada, and the number of years is 20. Sun rules over Kritika, Uttara, Uttarashadha, and the number of years is 6. Moon rules over Rohini, Hasta, Shravana, and the number of years is 10. Mars rules over Mrigashira, Chitra, Dhanishta, and the number of years is 7. Rahu rules over Aridra, Swati, Satabisha, and the number of years is 18. Jupiter rules over Punarvasu, Vishaka, Purvabhadra, and the number of years is 16. Saturn rules over Pushya, Anuradha, Uttarabhadra, and the number of years is 19. Mercury rules over Ashlesha, Jeshta, Revati, and the number of years is 17. Let us look at the rules of Vimshottari Dasha. Sage Parashara has given 120 years of lifetime for a mankind. This 120 years is divided by the 9 planets. Vimshottari Dasha is based on the position of the moon at the time of the birth. The Dasha starts with Ketu 7 years, Venus 20 years, Sun 6 years, Moon 10 years, Mars 7 years, Rahu 18 years, Jupiter 16 years, Saturn 19 years, Mercury is 17 years. Here we have to keep in mind the position of the moon at the time of the birth. There are 5 levels in the Dasha system. The first level is the Mahadasha, the second level is called the Bhukti, the third level is called the Antara, the fourth level is called the Pratyantara, and the fifth level is Prana. For example, if a native is having Jupiter Dasha and Jupiter Bhukti, Jupiter Antara, Jupiter Pratyantara, and Jupiter Prana, the entire cycle of 9 planets have to be shifted starting from the Prana and going up to the Mahadasha. In the next slide, let us see how the Dasha operates. Now let us look at how the Dasha starts or how it begins with. The position of the moon will determine the beginning of the Dasha. And the order will follow of the order given in my previous slide. Here we have to understand the Dasha will begin with the Nakshatra Lord. Example, if moon is in Gemini at 23.30 degrees, then it would fall in the nakshatra of Punarvasu, maybe the second pada, because the Punarvasu nakshatra starts from 20 degrees to 30 degrees, covering 3 padas in Gemini and 1 pada in Cancer, which we have seen in our very beginning classes of nakshatra. Okay. So, if he has completed 2 padas of Punarvasu, then he has to complete 2 more padas of Punarvasu. Punarvasu is ruled by Jupiter, therefore his Dasha at birth will be of Jupiter, where the 16 years is divided into the ones which he has finished and the balance which he will enjoy. That means if he has completed 2 padas, then half of the Jupiter Dasha is over and the balance half is being enjoyed. And he will continue the cycle as we have given in our previous slide, meaning that after Jupiter Dasha he will enjoy Saturn, then he will enjoy Mercury, Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, completing 120 years as explained by Sage Parashara. Now let us look in short how to calculate the Dasha. which should be done little mentally, because even though we have a complete calculation done in our software, we should have a basic idea as to how many months or how many years a particular dasha, antara, pratyantara is going to have in our dasha system. So I have given you a very simple method of calculating the beginning of each dasha, or the beginning of the dasha at birth. Now, assuming that moon is in Gemini 25 degrees 30 minutes, therefore the moon is in Punarvasu Nakshatra and the lord of Punarvasu Nakshatra is Jupiter. Let us calculate the duration of the Jupiter Dasha at birth. The total number of years is 16. Each nakshatra is 13 degrees 20 minutes, that is equal to 800 minutes. Therefore, the Jupiter Dasha will cover 800 minutes in 16 years, or 192 months. If he has traversed 5 degrees 30 minutes, that means he has traversed 330 minutes. Therefore, the balance degrees what he has to traverse is 470 minutes. The 470 minutes will give us 9 years and 4 months. There might be a little difference in our oral calculation, or calculation by hand, or what you call uh, practical calculation, because here we may leave out the minutes, the smaller minutes and the smaller seconds, and therefore there may be 2 or 3 days difference between our calculation and computer calculation. But on the whole, the calculation would be accurate. Therefore, if the moon has traversed 1/4 through the nakshatra of Punarvasu, the 1/4 time is over of the first Mahadasha, that is 1/4 is 4 years. Therefore, he will only enjoy the 12 years, which is the 3/4 dasha, 3/4 of the Jupiter dasha. Then he will enjoy the 19 years of Saturn dasha. He will enjoy 17 years of Mercury, 7 years of Ketu, 20 years of Venus, 6 years of Sun, 10 years of Moon, and 7 years of Mars. That is the way we calculate the dasha system.